Hey, I'm Dr. K. I'm a transformation coach, and I hope I get an opportunity to work with you. What is a transformation coach, and what exactly do we do? Well, we are persons who are trained to help those who are seeking a change in their life. We are trained to come alongside you for a season and to walk you through to fulfillment. Because when you think about it, a lot of people have goals, but they don't always have the energy or the focus to stick to it until completion. Well, a life coach will hold you accountable. We will help you strategize, we'll keep you motivated, and we'll walk you through the journey to fulfillment. Let me tell you my story. Years ago, while I did the traditional thing, I grew up, graduated from high school, went to college at my father's request, did college, completed college, graduated, got married, got a job, had kids, sound familiar? And so I started teaching school. I have been teaching for quite a number of years. I taught for 18 years total. But around the 16th year, something happened. There was a change, a noticeable change in me. I would get to work and I felt unhappy. And I said, now I'm living what I thought was my dream life. I have a wonderful husband, I have some children, a home, this and that. But yet there was a gnawing on the inside of me. And I finally defined it. I named it. I call it divine dissatisfaction. Now, divine dissatisfaction is this: it's not an attitude of being ungrateful. No, that's not. People who are divinely dissatisfied, they're grateful for whatever they've accomplished and what they, have in life. However, they feel an emptiness that they can't get rid of deep down inside of them, a longing for more, a longing for change, a desire. There's an inner knowing that something's just not where it should be. Okay. And so divine dissatisfaction comes to help us because the life that we were meant to live, the abundant life, the life on the inside of us, is yearning to break through the life we have settled for. Sometimes we settle for mediocrity and a mediocre life instead of going for that life that we really know is ours, instead of really reaching out and fulfilling what we know has been in us since we were children. I find that many kids know exactly who they are. When I grow up, I want to be this. When I grow up, I want to do that. And then we let life and life's circumstances talk us out of who we really are. Oh, I can't do that because, oh, I'm afraid I can't do that. I'm too fearful. I don't think I'll make it. I don't have the courage. I don't have the money. We begin to come up with all these excuses and fears that hold us back from really becoming the person we were meant to be. Well, I can help you with all of that. My students go on to start their dream jobs, or they begin their dream businesses. They go on to start living a life that feels like they're on vacation every day. Because did you know that let me read it because I want to make sure I say this accurately. 10% of the population leads while 90% is just wondering what is going on. Did you know that many people are dead long before we bury them? That's right. There's a difference between living and existing. And many people are simply existing. They get up in the morning, they go through this routine that they don't even enjoy, and they come home dead tired, eat, fall asleep with the remote in their hand, and get up the next day like a hamster on the wheel and start that whole cycle all over again. That's not abundant life. You were created to have abundant life and to totally enjoy all that God has put on the inside of you. But many people are dead long before we bury them, have quit life, have shut down, have checked out long before they're actually expired. So there's a difference between living and existing. Chairs exist, books exist. You were created to live. Are you ready for a life that feels like you're on vacation every day? That's what I live. I feel like I'm on vacation every day. I jump out of bed every morning saying, what are we going to do today? What's next? Because I've learned using the steps that I now teach others how to decide, not decide, I'm sorry, how to discover who I am and not decide it. What do I mean by that? Many people decide what they're going to do with their lives based on outer influences. Oh, I'll take this job because it pays well. Or I'll do this because it looks good. This is the image I want to have. And so they go in those directions, and guess what? They end up just like I did, divinely dissatisfied, having an inner yearning that won't go away. And so many of my clients have gone on to begin to really live as opposed to merely exist. There was Ashley, and Ashley came to us and she had this idea, this dream that she wanted to open her own business. She knew what she wanted to do, but somehow she didn't have the courage, the strategy, or the energy or the knowledge to get it started. So we worked with her. She took our course and we taught her what to do. And now she stepped out. She opened her business. Her business took off. Things are going great for her. And she said, I feel like a different person. Well, she is, because she's now living instead of existing. She's now thriving and not just surviving. There was also Antoine, and Antoine, he had a great life. Things were going well, but he said, there's something missing. I know this is not the end of my story. There's something more, and I don't know what it is, and I certainly don't know how to get to it. And we took him through our process, applied our steps to his life. He did his part, we did our part, and now he is so excited because now he's walking out the steps to fulfillment. He said, I knew there was more. I just didn't know how to tap into it. And then there was Paulette. Paulette had actually retired. And she somehow, settled into the retirement life and said, well, I'm just going to, get a beach day and do some things and whatnot, but nothing too big. And when we finished working with her, she not only is not retired now, but she found that there was so much more life inside of her than the life she was living. So she's currently, she launched her business, she wrote her book, and now she's doing absolutely what she loves in retirement. She sets her own schedule, she works when she wants to, and she's having an absolute ball. This was someone who thought life was done. I'm retired, pretty much done here. No, we showed her that there was so much more life on the inside of her. So let me tell you what will happen if we work together. First of all, you'll find out who you were created to be. Yes, there is a purpose for your life. I had never heard the word destiny. And during the time that I was experiencing my divine dissatisfaction, I went to a meeting where they were talking about destiny and purpose. I'd never heard destiny, not in that way. I'd heard purpose, but not with regards to my life. It was always about other things. So I came into the understanding that there was a destiny for my life and that I had been created for a purpose. Man, that was all I needed to hear. And so with that knowledge, I began to seek and find out, who am I really? What was I created for? I know I teach school. I know I'm a mom, a wife. Who am I though? And so I begin to apply the steps that I'm going to share with you. I discovered so much more life that I had not tapped into, that I now live. And I'm telling you, I wake up every day feeling like I'm on vacation. I wake up every day excited to see what the next day is going to offer, because now I'm not surviving, I'm thriving. So when you survive, you have breath, you're breathing, you're here. But when you're thriving, It goes beyond breathing. It goes to inspiration and the implementation of your dreams and your goals. Think about it. Most of us as kids, we know exactly who we are. So I'll teach you how to get past the fear that keeps you from stepping out. You say, well, what if it doesn't work? What if it does? I'll teach you how to get past the obstacles that are in your way, the mental roadblocks. Oh, yeah, you have a new mindset. Like my Ashley, she says, I feel like a different person because I taught her how to change her mind about the way she was living. And then there are my other students, one of them who wrote a book and ended up with a panel of people who were interested and wanted her to write part two. I assist people with writing their stories. There's so much we do in life coaching, and I can't wait to get started with you. I can't wait to help you unlock all the potential that's inside of you. Now, understand the difference between life coaching and therapy, and sometimes both of them are needed. A therapist will help you unpack the pain of your past so you can resolve it and move forward. A life coach will help you unpack the potential of your future so you can walk it out. See the difference? So sometimes before coming to me, you may need a therapist to help you bring closure to some traumatic instances that you've been through. So that's real. And then a life coach helps you unpack your future. So a therapist is concerned with your past. A life coach is concerned with your future. A therapist is concerned with where you've been. A life coach is concerned with where you're going. And so I've been life coaching almost 20 years. I love it. And I've helped thousands of people open up and start to live again. And so I'm just so excited. So you'll get to come to understand who you are. You'll also come to understand the impact of your temperament on how you make decisions and how you operate. And we'll talk about all that because it is important. Because if you're not in tune with yourself, it's going to be very difficult to walk out your life assignment. I'm going to teach you how to write your LIFE plan. You're going to be so excited as you set those growth goals. And my students, they have to set a 3-week goal during the course. And when I tell you the excitement that they have when they begin to get unstuck, they're like, I've been wanting to do this for years. But see, a life coach will hold you accountable. They'll also motivate you to get you started. And so there are things you know that you should have done years ago. And you're like, I don't know why I just don't go in and do it. I'll motivate you. You'll get it done. And you will be so excited. My students are so pumped about the things that they've been able to accomplish just during our 8-week course. They're like, I can't believe I'm stepping out in this manner. I can't believe I'm doing these things. Well, I can believe it. I've walked out the steps. The steps are going to help you. You're going to absolutely love your new life. And that doesn't mean your life now is awful. But I'll tell you, there's probably more than you are walking out right now. So I encourage you. I really hope to work with you. We'll have a great time. The classes are interactive. They're intimate. I only take a select number of students because I want to personally walk you through this process. All of the coaching is live. I'm right there with you in the modules, walking you through. And I tell you, our students, they end up becoming a little community unto themselves, and they encourage one another. They celebrate each other's wins. They're there for each other when they have a dip and things are not quite going the way they would like to, or they're just discouraged. That community, they come together and they really push one another. So I'm looking forward to working to you. If you have poured into everyone else and know that now is time for you, this course is for you. If you feel stuck where you currently are and just know that you need to get unstuck and move forward on some things, this is the class for you. If you have decided that I am ready for change in a positive direction and I want to live a more meaningful life, this is the class for you. If you are tired of feeling mediocre and empty and unfulfilled, and some of you may be battling depression because, when you sit in the same place too long, depression can creep in. We were created as humans to grow, to be refreshed, to be revived, to try new things and enjoy challenges in life. And so if you feel stuck, we can help you move forward. I'm looking forward to working with you. Can we start that relationship? I would love it. My former students will tell you that all of them are so happy that they made the investment in themselves, that they took the time to pour into themselves, because many of them had taken care of so many other people that they didn't know any longer who they really were. So if you're ready to discover all this that I shared with you, not decide, but discover, they're different. You don't decide who you are based on someone else's understanding of you or based on what life has thrown your way. No, you discover who you are and you walk it out to fulfillment. And I'm here to tell you, you'll end up feeling like you're on vacation every day. I do. I'm so happy I can't stand it. That's what I want for you. So I look forward to working with you. All right. All God's best to you. Have an amazing rest of your day. And I look forward to hearing from you soon. Dr. K.